Welcome back to the county seat. We are going to continue our topic of flood control and, amongst other things, water distribution in northern Utah. If you recall, back in 2009, there was a landslide that caused a canal to breach and caused quite a bit of damage and even cost some human life. Since then, the communities have been rerouting temporarily the water so that the water from that canal can service the valley. A recent decision has laid out a permanent route for the distribution of that water, and it has created quite a bit of attention in that community. Here with the story is Terry Wood.
A trickle of water in the parched desert. In Cache Valley, Utah, that water is the lifeblood of the entire valley. And since the settlers first came, it was the canal system that made it all possible. After a fatal landslide destroyed several homes and part of that irrigation system in 2009, it was necessary to divert the water temporarily and repair the system. Currently, the cities, the county, and the Natural Resources Conservation Service are working together to get the canals back in order and water flowing to the agricultural centers of the area.
The county's concerned about the water right associated with the Logan Northern Canal and to make sure that that water is put back to beneficial use. Some of the main communities in Cache Valley are supplied through exchanges from this water right.
The NRCS now has a plan that will divert water from Logan Canyon down to the Cache Valley in a similar path to what the emergency diversion has been. In the process, 21 homes will be bought out near the landslide area, and that section of the canal will no longer be used. The project will replace some of the canal system with closed culverts, which will be more efficient at keeping water in the system. But other areas will remain as open channels.
In the design process, there are people concerned about the amenities that are associated with the canal and the aesthetics of the canal, and we want to make sure that we maintain that environment for the community.
Maintaining that environment is now in the hands of designers on both the city and county level. Working in conjunction, their plan is to balance the needs of the valley with the federal funding being provided by the NRCS. While it is a juggling act, it is much more economical than the other options.
This federal aid coming through NRCS because of the disaster, that the cost to put this water back to use the way it has been used in the past will be substantially less to the community as a whole. And the cost is so much less than trying to develop another project in the future. Generally, it will improve water management in the future for all the communities.
That future will likely bring growth with it and a higher demand for water. Once the canal system is restored, it will allow for that inevitable community expansion.
One advantage of putting in the proposed alternative is that you have the ability to manage water better. And you also have a conservation component. There's a possibility of conserving approximately 7,500 acre-feet of water.
For the county seat, I'm Terry Wood.
We will discuss the canal project, some of the challenges that have faced it to this point, the process that it goes through, and some of the things that the public, you, the viewers, should know about when canal projects and emergencies come up and how that you fund it. That's all going to be part of our topic here. We've got our experts online. We'll be back with the county seat in just a minute.
Fall in love with fall, Logan, Utah.
Some people just live life. Others turn life into a great adventure. The only difference is where they choose to experience it. Come to Uinta County, Utah, where business, recreation, just life in general, move from the mundane to the magnificent. Come to learn, come to play, come and do more than just live life. Uinta County. Find out what you're missing in undiscovered Utah. Almost 45% of the oil produced in Utah, 7.8 million barrels, comes from Duchesne County. That oil feeds our state economy, provides job growth, and supports local business. Here in Duchesne County, we're working to make Utah an economic, cultural, and technological leader. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Duchesne County will welcome you with open arms and invite you to explore all the beauty of the Uinta Mountains. Duchesne County, close enough for business, far enough to get away.
What do you picture when you hear Rich County, Utah? Winter adventure? Snowmobile action? Pristine skiing? Spectacular solitude? Well, if that isn't what first came to mind, then you just don't know Rich County. Snowmobiling Monte Cristo, ice fishing Bear Lake, skiing the backcountry. Come and find out what you never knew you were missing. Rich County, Utah.
How would you spend an extra day in Utah Valley? Stay one more day. Visit utahvalley.com to make reservations. Utah Valley. Bring everyone together.